Welcome back everyone. Um, so I decided I grinded a bit. Level 7 should be fine. We would be even to that per line, and I don't want to grind too much just to be safe, but I think we can catch this Patrat because we will later need what is it, which do they call it? A cut slave. And it will be temporary, but better than nothing. What do I call it? Yeah, let's teach it the art of the sword, so to speak. I really don't like Patrat. It's once it evolves, it's super ugly. It is one of the worst rodent Pokemon. It has a decent ability if you count with its awful speed. It had a bit of potential to be a good wall breaker, but again, because it's a normal type and we have a bunch of these, it just doesn't shine, especially competitive where in the tiers it could shine. You have something like Ursaring just roaming around and then nobody uses it. Let's call it Kotte. Yeah, this is our first competitive talk. We normally talk a lot of competitive stuff. I think Patrat is like in game it could be kinda useful even if we aren't going to use it. I intend to not destroy my Pokemon, but why the hell not? Let's do it while I talk. Patrat learns Crunch pretty early on and has a decent evolution level of 20. So in the really early game it is really effective. And competitive, it has analytic as a hidden ability, so you have to grind to get a decent one. So it could be a good wall breaker, even if fairy types existed earlier. With a gunk shot it could gunk shot, sword dance, stab move like say return and maybe seed bomb. You could do some decent damage. But sadly it isn't meant to be, especially in this generation, because you have so many normal types. Not specifically introduced in this generation, but even you have seen that stupid dog we have been seeing quite a while. It outperforms it in almost any area, so there's no reason to use Patrat. Surprisingly, that dog is really impressive, but because I don't like dogs, I'm not going to use Lillipup. Let's trigger this cutscene and fight N once more. If we get some stat drops, I will use Cutter as a sacrificial Pokemon to one-shot that annoying you know what. Yikes, I don't know, no way. I'm starting to remember some of the Pokemon I used back in the day. So we are going to play it without Victini, but Victini didn't really matter that much because I held back using it because I wanted a competitive Victini, so I tried to avoid fighting a lot with it. Until I realized that Victini never could reach its full potential because we create is an event Victini exclusive move, at least back then. Victini is quite impressive. It stayed in UU for some reason in Generation 5, but later got banned because it got some broken ass signature moves. It learns so powerful attacks that it just isn't funny. So most of us got it had Zekrom's and Reshiram's signature moves. The movie one. So, okay, it uses Grow, but Grow doesn't really matter to us because we are just going to Water Gun it. It will give us some speed ideas, but Purrline, this is the only game where Purrline is on all 4 feet. For some reason in later games it stands on 2 legs, like a bipedal for some reason. Again, what's with these bipedal stuff? Look how easily we destroyed it. 2 levels can, just 3 levels can affect so much. It's unbelievable. So we defeated N. So back to Victini. Like, we create 180 base attack stab move from 100 base power. That's insane. And it's a mythical Pokemon, obviously. Victini has another Scaring Shot, is it called? Signature move, 100 base power, fire type move nobody uses because the event Victinis can learn the signature move of Reshiram, which learns at level 100. Blue Flare, I think what is called. Well, we can finally run, that's great. And Blue Flare has 130 base power, that's the power of overheat after the nerf. That's pretty insane. So you can use a special set, a physical set, energy ball, psychic, sand headbutt. Bolt Strike can learn 130 base power Bolt Strike from Zekrom. And those moves will likely not hit on normal circumstances, even if 90 accuracy isn't that bad. But Victini's ability, Victory Sign or something, increases the chance of all Pokemon in your team hitting those, increasing accuracy, I think. So these moves will hit. The longer the battle lasts, the more likely they will hit the opponent. And that's just stupid. That's not stupid, just absurdly broken. So here's another Purrline, and it's level 5, which is impressive. If we can get to Torrent Rate, we can one-shot a lot of Pokemon actually. But we will likely not get to that. And it's a lot riskier than it could be really risky, so I will try to avoid that. But I think we don't have much of a choice. What else does Victini learn? U-turn, that's insane. Give it a choice band or choice scarf and just spam. We create U-turn, Bolt Strike, Sand Headbutt. Let's go special. Let's use. Who gives a fuck about Thunder? But you can learn Thunder if you want. You can Blue Flare. Insane. And that Patrat has level 70. Can we one-shot it actually? No, we can't, and we dead. No, he didn't go for the kill. That's surprisingly stupid by this trainer. Let's one-shot the Patrat. You get a Grass Knot. You get Energy Ball. What they said. Could it really learn Grass Knot? I'm not certain anymore. Like, Victini is so insane. Just go for Thunderbolt if you want. It's not the Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Step Psychic. Like, Victini is it's unpredictable and really broken. But the Liberty Island Victini is probably the least useful version of Victini, and if you want to use it just for in-game runs, it really doesn't matter what kind of Victini you get. If you want your ideal Victini, you should try to get an event victim and reset for that instead of trying to get that kind of victim. Unless you want to transfer it to newer gens where it can apparently learn Vicrate per level up. But that's another story. Let's okay. I thought we didn't defeat her, that's why I took the shot. Oh, I thought we would get something useful, but apparently not. That's what happens when you don't read the dialogue of the characters. And I just realized I forgot to switch to set mode instead of switch mode, because I don't want to read all the dialogues for several hours. So there's another Pearline, level 7. We are level 10 now, so it's quite fast. Pearline is another broken Pokemon, at least in this generation, but not because of RNG, because it gets Prankster. But you can't get Prankster because of Dream World is down, so you have to get it some other way. I think in White 2 and Black 2 you can get it. But Prankster Pearline with Thunder Wave and what was it called? That moves that confuses your opponent and increases attack. Because I didn't play competitive for a while and usually don't play the game in English, I don't remember it anymore. If I can recall the name of the attack, I will mention it. So what happens is that your opponent just kills himself. And Pearline learns Fall Play, which uses your opponent's attack against with 90 base power dark damage against them and gets stabbed, which is utterly insane. So by just using it defensively and annoying your opponent, you have a fresh you can use Protect in the last slot, or just use something stupid like Attract and annoy your opponent to no end. There's literally no disadvantage of using such a broken strategy, and I think Smogon banned that Confusion move, because Confusion worked 50% of the time, and then you have 50% of the time that Paralysis works, and you are always faster than your opponents, because both of your ability and Paralysis in generation 5 to 6 lowered your a paralyzed Pokemon speed by 75%. Now it's just 50%, and Paralysis doesn't happen that often, I think. It's still annoying because RNG sucks, but back then it was really annoying. Oh, we could catch it, but I'm not going to catch because I don't like dogs. That's good. I remember I still didn't use set mode. So yeah, Pearline. Yeah, let's speed up battle scenes. We want to see them because this is not my. Wait, I wanted to confirm and I just forgot. Okay, set, confirm. Okay, that worked out fine. And I don't like that in Generation 4, in the Gen 2 remakes, you could just move your game and you can click the running shoes once and your character would always be in a running animation. Now we can kill her because we have a water type move. I don't mind the extra experience, but yeah. Now we get payback for losing against that stupid pig. Okay. But Pearline generally isn't even without its ability, it isn't an awful Pokemon. It has, after evolving to, I don't even remember the name of Pearline's evolution. That's crazy. That happens when you don't play Pokemon for quite a while. Let's heal and then I will see what I can do later. Should we explore a little? Oh yeah, we can get a monkey for to own the gym. If I can get somehow a Victini, I will use it. Let's beat her. Let me think. Yeah, 80 base attack and special attack isn't that bad. And it learns Nasty Plot. For in-game, probably not a good choice, but competitive, you can do some decent things with Pearlines. Like, at level 8, that's quite impressive. Yeah, just a few levels and then we can evolve. Oh, she has another one. That's surprising. The power cap was level 7 and this is quite powerful for compared to the other trainers we fought. And I already forgot the level of the topic we fought last time. Oh god, guys. Is this guy having 3 Patrats? Because that would be another reference to Generation 4. What I didn't like about Generation 4 is that so many trainers in Diamond and Pearl had the same Pokemon, and this trainer has 3 Patrats if I remember correctly. What a great game. I really, oh god, thank god you have a little problem. It's another normal type, but at least some variety on those slots. No, his attack will always hit. And it's dead. And we get level 3, that's great. Focus energy. It's better than water sport, let's just teach it. What I like about Generation 5 is also that TMs are permanent, so once you learn it, you have always access to it. So yeah, I will take Pansear, the worst of the 3 monkeys. I will call it Turdhead, but I think the game won't allow me that. Yeah, this is the first game where it has censorship. But the censorship is such a big thing, restricting you what you call what. Even trading, if a Pokemon's name has something that needs to be censored or is an insult in another language, you can't trade that Pokemon even if it's its original name. So you can trade Frostless in the GTS for some reason. So insane. Okay, let's get here. Oh, I think we have to go to the Poke School, and I really hate the Poke School. What do you have to say? Oh yes, there's Sharon. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Question 1, what cures pearls? What cures powers? Sleeping, awakening. And we got a full heal. What a great game. Like I will use it. But who knows? Yeah, let's beat the crap out of him too. Sharon is a fine rival. I don't have much to say about him. Maybe, let's see what he says out. The Snivy, he didn't catch another, or did not pay attention what else he has in his team. We are level 13, so we are quite a few levels higher. So should we go for energy? Focus energy, I don't want to. Ooh, he has a berry, Owen berry. Owen is my favorite. Wine whip, ooh. Now we are both in our stab boosting range. Wait, his Pokemon got a buff and added Stolos, so there's his Purloin. We just drench it in water and it's dead. And we got some orange berries. Thank God. So is there something else I'm missing? I should have looked at the trash can, I think, but... Oh, it's there. Another thing annoying about this game is you don't get berries. Or at least you get berries, but regarding that, you can plant berries. So you can grow new berries. You need that's the dream world to get more berries. Another stupid decision of Generation 5. And putting items, restricting items to the dream world. Well, we get a fresh water just in case, but we won't need it. First, fire in this. Here we have a puzzle to solve. What you see there's. Oh yeah, we have to beat the crap out of these nobodies. Well, let's do that and think about the rest later. Oh, a dog. Talking about Lillipup, Lillipup is surprisingly good, especially with its ability Sandstream in the sand. Was a decent competitive Pokemon, a lot of people used it. Its evolution is quite strong. Learned the elemental fangs, crunch. Even in game it might be a really useful ally. Fire, egg, water, sweet grass. So, what was it called? I don't even... Stoutland. Sandstream Stoutland. It also has Intimidate, which is useful for other things, but you usually, for competitive you want Sand Rush, and for the other thing you can go for Intimidate to weaken your opponent. Yeah, that's quite good. Next is another Pearl Woman. So we talked about the early wood Pokemon and we ate an orange berry. Orange being my favorite. Got a stab bite attack off. Yes, with this we defeated her. Next I will go for another orange berry. Just in case, but we don't need. And grass is weak to fire. And with this we are almost done with the gym challenge. So this gym's flavor is we have 3 gym leaders, we get the tri badge if we win, and based on which starter we pick we can battle the one we are weak to. And because we picked the water starter we are going to fight the grass gym leader and Cylon. But we have a fire type given to us so we can defeat. So it's nearly impossible to lose for us. And so let's go Samurai. Immediately our orange berry has been consumed and we are going to destroy this stupid dog. Oh, got the pickup. It stole our orange berry. Oh yeah, this thing gets pick up. Weird. How does it even work? I got a potion. We have torrent boosted water gun. Sorry, my dude. The next is Pansage. Let's talk about the monkeys while we're at it. They evolve with elemental stones, so the earlier you evolve, the less likely you are getting the level up moves. The Dream World abilities are the starter abilities based on the type. Like grass gets overgrow, fire gets blaze, and water gets torrent. We have incinerate, so we are going to incinerate the monkey. Incinerate is such a bad move, but it will do for now. The other ability is pretty much useless in generation 5 and 6, where they allow at level 5 at half health to consume pinch berries. In generation 7, some berries got buffed to heal 50% your health. Where it can come in handy, but yeah, it's glutton. So we're going to get work out a boosting moves that boost both attack and special attack, which we can teach our Pokemon right now, and I think I will do that. Yeah. Let's give it another Orange Berry to our Samurai. So the monkeys are just do have decent enough stats, but the problem is, wait, Oshawott can't learn it. Okay, third phase, you're going to learn it instead. And I just realized we didn't get cut yet. Where do we get cut, by the way? Oh, don't tell me she's going to give it to me. Oh, Belly. Okay. Let's go up the stairs. The monkeys have impressive speed and both attacking sets, which are decent, are equal in power, so you can make them to special attacks and physical attackers, but the move pool are kind of a hindrance, so you can not all of them can take advantage of that like you would hope to. As a fight is they can all learn Nasty Plot. I mean, just fine, I guess. Could have. We didn't really need to catch Carter. What a waste. So let's heal first. The water monkey is likely the best because all water types, besides a few introduced in generation 5, can learn ice type moves. So you can use ice, water coverage. All of them can learn focus blast. And the grass one can learn seed bomb, so it could technically get a decent physical attack. Firefighting is a really good coverage, but because there are so many firefighting types, the fire monkey is just inferior to even not fully evolved firefighting starter Pokemon. So we are going to witness Team Plasma abuse Amuna. It's a Muna, right? Yes. And this Pokemon is called Muna. Another fine Pokemon, a slow psychic type. Generation 5 has a bunch of slow psychic types for some reason, but they have quite impressive stats, especially Muna and Relicanth, which have special attack at the immense bulk and 125 special attack, as they are pure psychic, and they learn quite impressive moves that really hit hard. Psychic obviously, Shadow Ball obviously, Relicanth, we will talk about Relicanth when we see, has a hidden ability, was it? It has Magic Guard, which which protects it from hazards, which is great, and can use Life Orb without taking the damage from Life Orb. And it has Recover, so it can set up and sweep. So it doesn't really need Regenerator, but Regenerator is an option if you want to just hit hard and switch. And if you have Eviolite, I think its pre-evolution takes advantage of it. Learns also Focus Blast and Energy Ball, which is impressive. I don't remember what Muna's evolution can learn besides Psychic and Shadow Ball. It can also learn Calm Mind, but it doesn't have Recover. In terms of in-game, Reniclus line just takes too long to evolve. But Muna, you can evolve it immediately with a Moonstone, but again, you are missing out on level up moves, and but it really doesn't matter depending on how easy you can get TMs. And most of the good moves are TM moves. So here we have Mushana was the name is. Yeah, this is evolution. We are not going to use either of them. So this is a Pokemon known for Dream. It's a Dream Mist bullshit, but again, doesn't matter to us right now. And Reniclus is exclusive to our game, luckily, if we were to use it, but like I said, I don't intend to use it. It has another ability, but I forgot what it was. Pearline level 8, should I kill it? At this point we are so high level that it's already obsolete, so I'm just killing this one specific one and then it's over. They give us some speed IVs, but really doesn't matter. Can I go there? I can't, but we can go up here. In Black and White 2, oh yeah, right now, that's the one. In Black and White 2, if you follow these stairs, you can catch Latias or Latios depending on the game. Because we are going to play Pokemon White 2, we will be able to catch a Latias. And a Pokemon, this is great. Is there anything else? Yes. Okay. We're going to... I was pretty certain we could get a Moonstone here, but apparently not. It doesn't really matter because we don't need a Moonstone. Let's heal once more and continue our adventure. So let's heal our Pokemon. We have 3 Pokemon surprisingly, but it doesn't really matter. Let's go. This next gym is what is it called? This area I really it's pretty memorable because I don't know how many Pokemon I breeded in the daycare. This is my first shiny I caught in this game was where can I go? Oh yeah, now I remember. What does she do in action? It's a Pikachu. Why do this region doesn't have a Pikachu, but for some reason a lot of people seem to like Pikachu. First let's explore a little, doesn't really matter. Let's talk about gym leaders. A Patrat, what are you going to do here? Thanks for unnecessary information. And this is no, that's not the name. Speaking of which, Relicanth, we might get a Relicanth because Relicanth is such an amazing Pokemon. Especially, we want one that has own tempo to get that sweet stat boost. Not stat boost, but immunity to Paddle Dance. Paddle Dance has 120 base power this generation, which is completely insane. Oh yeah, we get the gear here, which gives us a few options, and it takes quite a while before it's first activating. I really don't like it. She wants us to... We can't do the game synchro here because it doesn't help us. We can't take advantage of it in this game. What is this? A paid pulp pad. Okay. Because we can't use online in this game, it's pretty much useless. We can now leave. Do these NPCs say anything interesting? No, apparently not. Let's get out of here. Oh, let's explore just here. I'm trying to be brief. I really not the exploring guy. Yeah, we get that great wall. We may need it because we are going to catch also legendaries for the sake of, not for completion, but a unique Pokemon we want to catch for having something to do. What is this? Okay, this is the nickname guy. I think it doesn't really matter because I don't give a damn. Okay, we are done here. Let's get away. In these, if I can remember a few things. So, there's nobody. Okay, there's a kindergarten and... Okay, I really don't want to battle these, but... Maybe I can. I can avoid this. Does this guy give us something? Oh yeah, we have to save the daycare lab. And this place Yes, let's get rid of these two. Now, can we get past without fighting them? Doesn't seem like it. She doesn't let us... These don't let us go without getting another Pokemon. Is it possible to softlock yourself because of that? Let's take Turdhead with us. I don't want to bring Turdhead because it will be replaced, but this game doesn't give me another option. At worst case, we can just teach it cut, so we can progress. But I don't think we need cut anymore. So they both have Purloin. Seriously, you kids. But after this battle, we might get an evolution. It's defeated. Okay, that was surprisingly quick. Why is this monkey so fast? I guess speedrunners have to get another Pokemon so they can progress. It's bashful, it's not bad. Oh, okay, there's Chiron. What is he? Okay, we are going to fight him for the third time. I really need a break from these trainers. It's really annoying. Snivy again. Thankfully we have our a fiery friend with us that can take care of it. And after, if it's dead, we can finish it off with another Pokemon, but it's a freaking Snivy. Like, ooh, that almost was. I thought it had an item that was broken. Let's work up here. Get some attack. Wait a second, did I turn off animations? Yes, I turned off animations for some reason. Sorry about that, guys. But I went for second. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Let's see how much. This is a boosted. But yeah, I will use this at effort. I don't really need this anymore. I want someone to get the experience, honestly. So, it's faster than us. The only good thing about that animation is that animations play out faster. And we don't waste time. Because stupid decisions like having a move like Fury Swipe take like forever, depending on how many times it hits. And that issue has still not been fixed in Generation 5. It's so ridiculous. There's this Pokemon like called Cloth, rock type crab that sounds like what is it called? Like a cow. Little things we want on. Let's confirm this. And what Pokemon is that? It's a Pidove. Because I'm sexist, I'm not going to catch the female one. Because the female one is even uglier than the male version. Once it evolves. And what is this? We get a super potion, which is great. I'm going to use this route or a secret Britzel. Britzel is a really awful Pokemon. I don't know what level it evolves. It is a physical. It is a physical electric type, and a physical electric type, that's already an indicator for an awful Pokemon. And this Pokemon has one of the worst courage moves ever. You think to yourself, well, it learns Flame Charge, which is already a plus. A fire move, a fire electric, pretty good coverage, and it learns Double Kick. But these low base power moves, it never goes beyond that. It has 80 special attack and learns Overheat. You know who else learns Overheat? Manectric. Use Manectric instead. You can use it in game, but in competitive it's pretty much outclassed. Evire is god awful already, and already bottom tier Pokemon, and why use Zebra is a Zebra Pokemon if you can just use Evire. And you know people can consider Evire over using yours, sorry ass. So there's no reason to use that Zebra besides in-game, and even in-game you can have better options. Probably not as an electric type, because I think there's not a single good electric type for in-game use in this game. Oh, what? There are a few. We get an orange berry. We lost an orange berry and we got an orange berry. That's kinda fixed itself. Let's give it to Oshawott. Why didn't Oshawott evolve? I think it gets a late evolution. Another Pearl. How many Pearlines do exist in this game? That's like the Zubats of the Pokemon universe, at least for now. Get a Repel, doesn't really matter that much. go. Oh, we can explore a bit little, but for now let's beat the crap of this trainers. I don't think this cave has much to offer, but we will see. First we take on this Grant, who has a Patrat. Do we take turns? Really doesn't matter, let's just... it uses detect. I could have set up this turn if I had known that this would happen, but it just has one Pokemon, so it doesn't change too much. Goes for another detect. We have still enough PP, so no worries. And we defeated the Patrat. Should we talk about the starters? I think if... oh, another round. If they don't have any different Pokemon, then I will talk about the starters next. What do they have? Patrat and Patrat. Seriously. So let's talk about Snivy, because Snivy is the worst. As Snivy has its final evolution of Superior, has 75 attack and special attack. So in the early, before Contrary was released, which wasn't until Generation 6, it would rely on setting up screens fastly or use a call that can learn Calm Mind. It's a bad Pokemon, don't use Snivy. Especially in game, it's just not really useful. It's pretty much a hard mode because it doesn't get the kills you need. There are so many better Pokemon you can use. Oh, Razor Shell. It would be a waste to use Snivy, and it's a shame because I like Snivy's designs the most, especially Superior. So it's pretty sad. It has really limited coverage. It can learn Dragon Pulse, but you can't even teach it per TM. You need to use tutors, or we get an evolution of Oshawott. It can learn Leaf Storm, which you can take advantage with. Contrary, which you get a +2 attack while you spam a powerful grass type boost. It learns Taunt, has a pretty flexible moveset, but without Contrary, Superior is just bad. Leaf Blade doesn't kill anything. Leaf Storm is just a temporary hard-hitting move, so it's pretty much outclassed by the other two starters. And this is the annoying Pokemon I'm talking about, Rock and Roller. Or just say Geodude of this generation, but because Study got buffed and it only has Study, it will always survive. And this is the Stupid of the region, which evolves through friendship. Another stupid decision. Its hidden ability is Simple, which it has god-awful special attack, it has insane speed, but with Simple you can use Generation 1 Generation 1 Amnesia, which basically means you get, if you use Calm Mind, you get +2 attack and special attack. And even that is not enough to boost it to high tier. It's better than nothing, I guess. Let's teach it Thief, because why not? Thief has more power than Lick. And maybe we come to a situation we might need it. So we have handled this situation. Oh, we can't escape. Okay. So the kid gets heal balls. Well, Why the hell not? If we catch a Pokemon with heal balls, we can immediately... I don't want to battle this trainer, but Waifu the Petilil. This one is much weaker than the previous one. So I'm going to kill it. If we get a strong Pidove and it's male, I'm going to catch it because I'm sexist. So who is that Pokemon? It's not Pidove. Who would have thought? Level 9. Now let's use Water Gun here. And oh, it survived. You know, you proved yourself. So I'm going to catch you. Get in the ball. 1, 2, 3, and it's caught. Yeah, we got a Pidove. Yeah, let's call it Pidgeon. Yeah, that's enough. And we got an antidote, which is fine. Let's go. And we learn now about double battle in the grass. Is there any item we want? Oh boy. This girl wants to fight us. Then let's beat her up next. She has a Swoobat. A bad Pokemon. A Woobat, not Swoobat. Swoobat is the evolution. It has a signature move called Hard Stand and it's god awful. Another wasted move which no other Pokemon learns and it can't flinch. And it's not worth a move slot. Yeah, a simple Calm Mind sounds really appealing. Does she see? Oh, she wants to battle. Oh god. I thought it was just a generic NPC, but apparently not. Wait, what does... Okay, let's use Razor Shell and use that immense power we have. Goes for the body, which sucks. Let's talk about Ambor. The fire starter is the best of them, but it can't learn good fighting moves per level up. It has another signature move, Heat Stomp or something, and it's bad. Because it doesn't get boosted by its hidden ability, which it doesn't have this generation. Because like Heat Stamp depends on your weight, and it was a signature move for 2 generations. And the heavier you are, the more damage it does. So that's really pointless. For in-game it may be fine, but why not use Flame Charge? Why not use Flare Blitz? Much better. You can teach it Break, but why would you do that? It gets Wild Charge, which is good. It has good special attack for some reason. It has the highest physical attack of all fighting starters. It has mediocre speed, but it can patch it up. It gets... With Reckless Wild Charge you can do some good damage and breaks through water types. It can learn Grass Knot for some reason, which is nice. And Superpower is probably the move you want to teach, the fighting move you want to teach it for your competitive use. Obviously, in-game doesn't really matter. What do they sell here? Balls. We don't want any balls. And then they play some music. What does this? Oh, Rock Smash. Great. but this trainer will heal us when we need it. So here we can catch some... Oh god, kindergarten. Yeah, Emperor can learn Skull for some reason, but doesn't matter either. Here's Cottony. I don't know if we can catch Cottony in this game. It's another prankster, annoying Pokemon and paralyzes, puts you to sleep. Priority grass type moves and it's super fast. There's a strategy where you put a level 1 Cottony in your team. Growth is just work up but for grass type moves. A grass type Pokemon which in the sun it's a +2 stat boost instead of +1. Yeah, we defeat Cottony. Cottony evolves with Sunstone. Heavily is probably better, but for competitive teams more specifically. Both are really good for Generation 5 competitive, but Petilil, which evolves to Relicanth, is much better for in-game use. Like, prankster shenanigans is really underrated to me. It's just insane how powerful prankster abilities are. I'm not sure if it gets what was it called? Foreplay. But yeah, foreplay is insane. She has a move. Okay. Hopefully we can one-shot it because we really need that status heal. Let's Razor Shell it. It's a pretty neat signature move. This is the signature move you really want. Whimsicott, there was a strategy, I don't recall how it works, but you can Leech Seed substitute. Leech Seed substitute was it? And you can... Inexperienced players are pretty much helpless against this strategy. You can defeat your opponent with relative ease. It takes a while, but it does the job. You can put a level 1 Cottony and substitute, protect. You can use Whimsicott, evolve it at level 1, and you can do that too. If 1 is down, you can repeat the strategy with the other one. It's a good grinding Pokemon. Tor is just one of the worst fighting types, but for in-game use it's pretty impressive because it's already fully evolved. It's like, yeah, what is it called? It's outclassed one other slow fighting type, which isn't even fully evolved. We will talk about it when we see it. It's pretty strong for in-game use, obviously. I said it. It can learn rock moves per level up. Both can learn rock moves. But Salsk is much better because it's actually fast and it has sturdy. And his hidden ability Mold Breaker is also more useful because Earthquake can hit levitate Pokemon. And you can do some nasty bulk up, close combat, and God knows what strategies counter a surprising powerful Pokemon. Rogan always. What does Rogan really even evolve? In this game it doesn't have Sense Dream once it's fully evolved. So it's pretty inferior version of Graveler, even if it has higher attack, and inferior version of Golem. That was Homer as a kid, and we took its lunch money. Shaking grass is, in this game, shaking grass is almost always, what is it called? When we see it, we will talk about it. That Pokemon is also awful. We have Temple, who evolves into a water-bound Pokemon, which is really useful. Because its hidden ability is Water Absorb, I think. But Swift Swim is also a really good ability. A good mix stat for competitive, but usually used as a defensive Stealth Rock center. Probably in Modern Gens, Scald, Earthquake, and Hydro Pump if you use it in the rain in Modern Gen. Earth Power, did I mention? Yes. It can't learn Ice Beam. It's one of the few water types that can't learn Ice type moves. Except it can learn Ice Punch once it's evolved. It's a really good Pokemon. Evolution level is high, but it's a 3-stage Pokemon, so it's kind of fine. A problem in this gen is that so many Pokemon evolve so late, and it's so annoying. Like, you have a bunch of Pokemon evolving late 40s, and it's annoying because these are late game Pokemon that come out, and I think a lot of the Pokemon in Generation 5 really need a level retcon. Yeah, we can't defeat this. At least not this way. I switched to Pidove because we want it to get some level. If we can kill it, if it dies, doesn't really matter. Just Supersonic, this is not good. This is not good. Let's go back to Samurai. If I could remember, I forgot so many Pokemon names, and it's kind of saddening. Yeah, that's quite an impressive Pokemon it evolves to. Swift Swim, Water Absorb, you can do some really impressive shenanigans. Defensive play, offensive play, really good mixed stats. Oh yeah, we are in Shaking Grass. Shaking Grass is... Why did it stop shaking? Okay, if you have to force it to shake, I guess. Okay, we have here a super potion. Dark Grass always lures wild Pokemon that can, with much higher levels than regular grass, and they can have, what is it called? We can have a double battle if we're lucky, or unlucky, depending on how you want to see it. Vandipede, its hidden ability in Generation 6 and onwards is Speed Boost, but here it would be the one where you get status. Usering's other ability, which makes you faster if you status, which is awful because it's a poison type, so you can't use Toxic upon it. It's a grass, bug poison type, and it's really good. It gets Mega Horn, fully evolved, and I think it was banned in NU. It's the best NU Pokemon in Generation 5, and in Generation 6 onwards it's one of really broken Pokemon in UU tier because of Speed Boost. So in this generation most people use its Poison Point ability because it's the best ability it can get at this point, but it's still pretty impressive. Like Mega Horn, I don't remember what else it gets, because in Modern Gens you keep seeing it use Poison, Bug, Baton Pass, and boosting moves. and protect. Timber is the best fighting type in this, one of the best fighting types in this generation, and it's a much better Machamp. It's slower, but Egg Move, Mach Punch, Drain Punch, which got boosted this generation, Ice Punch, Stone Edge, like nothing can switch into it. With the Brook upset, it does so much, and even its first stage evolution, broken, insane Pokemon, and it looks so ugly. That makes it so annoying that this thing outclasses Machoke, the Machoke line. It has really impressive ability. It's probably the best Guts user. It gets Sheer Force, which is good for in-game, because it can learn Rock Slide, so you get a strong Rock Slide in exchange for flinching. And got another ability, I think, but I don't remember what it was. Or Pidove. It's much stronger than the one we caught. Now let's raise a shell. And we got now an attack drop. So let's escape here. We can go down here, and what do we get? We get a Nut Ball. With this we could catch the water Pokemon, Typole or whatever it was. Let's heal here. And because we talked to her, the Shaking Grace should have stopped, which I didn't actually want to happen, but maybe we can trigger it again. Yeah. At least not now. And we are surrounded by team. Whatever. Team Peter. Team Plasma. So we healed our Pokemon. I would have liked to grind my Pidgeon up its butt. You know, yes, let's do it, because right now there's one thing I don't want to do. And okay, this. Because I don't think we can defeat the gym leader. Can we? Let's talk to this guy. Maybe we can get something that gives us an advantage. Can you give us something? 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 Because I remember correctly, we might get some. Why does she run like this? Let's go here. Okay. Here's a girl. Who are you? Okay. Does the trash can? No. No. Okay, it was this girl. She wants. No, it was this girl. Yeah, I picked Oshawott. Then we should get Mystic Water exact. This is what I wanted. So we're going to give Oshawott Mystic Water to boost our water attacks even further. What? I don't know what they say. It really doesn't matter. Here you can get a pseudo exclusive Pokemon, but I think it's in the gym. Is it here? Looks heading towards. Okay, if this has this interesting trait, this girl will give you a cottony if you trade her Pelitid, and in Pokemon Black it's the reverse because you can't catch the other in the game. The other Pokemon in the game. These grass types are exclusive, or rather pseudo exclusives. Did we go here? I think we did, and there was nothing. So let's tackle the gym. We have a water type boosting item, which is useful. Oh, says N. Oh, great. What do you have, N? It should be a Pokemon nearby. Oh, now I know what he has. He has 3 Pokemon. One of them is Pidove, which sucks. But we get a water type boosted Razor Shell and Mystic Water boosted Razor Shell, Stab, and we missed. It goes for Trick Attack again. It would be embarrassing to lose against a Pidove with Oshawott, but no, we don't have to worry about that. And next is Timpo or whatever. Goes for Growl, but that doesn't matter because after the next tackle we will defeat the next Pokemon with our Water Gun or something. Yeah, it's Timbo. Let's go for Water Gun. It has Bite. Let's see how many we need to defeat it. 1. It's done. And exterminated again. That's great. Yeah, shut up. Let's go inside into this normal type gym. This looks like a ugly version of Dragonite. Here we can get our we can revive our fossil Pokemon. Oh, it's an Amoldo. And this is that the black stone, dark stone? I think so. Here we can challenge the gym leader, but first let's see if there's nothing fresh. So what does this guy say? Here we get fresh water, which is nice. And now we have to raid books. I think there's a glitch in this. You have to be a bit careful. So what does this trainer have? It's a school kid Canton, and he has a Patrat. Let's send our samurai and kill it. Nice. Ah, okay, now. As the water starter Oshawott fully evolves into Summerwort, or somewhat. Doesn't matter, let's just look at what's the first Pokemon? Flame burns inside your body and it gives us what smells. So Samurott is a really not even certain if I answered correctly because I speed reading this. I didn't even pay attention much. Let's speed her up. And she has the evolved dog carrier. So Samurott has more special attacks than attack, but usually you see physical versions of it because it has more physical attacks. It learns sword stance, so you have razor shell or waterfall. Samurott learns mega horn, and another move I forgot. Usually in future games it's knockoff because knockoff is so broken and powered up. People just use that. Wait, let's if you heat up in a pot, it will be delicious. What is it? Backwards, one to the left and two forward. Move one to the right and move one to let's battle here. A special version of Samurott. I don't remember if it learns grass or not, but Ice Beam, Hydro Pump is already pretty impressive. And I'm just starting to forget what these Pokemon learn. Hidden Power something, Scald. Usually you would see special Samurotts with stuff or choice specs. So I don't know if in modern metas the special version is more common than the physical version, but previously it was the opposite, especially in Generation 5. It Charizard, the final evolution of Centipede, and Jinx were the top 4 Pokemon. Might have been changed. They are pretty impressive. So we talked about the starters, I think. All of them. There's not much to mention. Sadly, his hidden ability is useless. It's shell armor. Nobody gives a damn about shell armor. You want the boost from Torrent instead. I just didn't read it again. And the game pretty much solved it itself. Just spam A or B at some point and you will solve this rather unimpressive puzzle. And okay, how is the state of our stats? I think it's fine. The thing about Nemona is she is insanely powerful, but it's mostly because of a move second Pokemon has, and that's Retaliate. So what we're gonna do is we defeat the Harrier or Harriet, or it doesn't even know. It has Intimidate. It sucks. Just water gun here, it doesn't really matter. Maybe we can take it down. Ooh, that was insanely powerful. Afraid the shield be crooked. Okay. In this match I think I will sacrifice 2 Pokemon. But I'm not certain if we can afford. It goes for a Retaliate for some reason. I think we're gonna lose this battle. what we get back or stat we get out of the stat drop. Let's go for a Razor Shell here. Let me think for a second. It doesn't matter if the Retaliate gets a boost or not, but I'm going to switch anyways. Because, who knows? Because it will retaliate now. And the next time it may retaliate, but it's not guaranteed. So let's see. We can go for Razor Shell here. It has, okay, it didn't go, but for that, what it went for Real Crunch. So I should have this is impressive because I never lost so many battles in a run like this time before. So it seems like I have to grind a little bit. I will use this as an excuse to grind my Pidove, my burp. So let's see. What moves do we have? We have Gust. Let's see how much Gust does. Kind of crazy. This is never let's escape here. Couldn't get away. It's busy and we still can't run away from this. This is a thrice damage and goes for low kick and that kills our burp. Yeah, let's go for our samurai. Yeah, let's raise a shell here and get out. Heal here because I want the Pidove to be in fighting shape again. And again it's the same grass patch and it's the same Pokemon again. Pidove becomes unfastened. I said unfastened, got off. Be it in-game or competitive. But it has the worst flying move pool of all time. It now can learn Brave Bird in Generation 8 onwards. But like you relied on Return, it was the only good physical attack. It could learn U-turn, that was the other move. Yeah, but what? For in-game you rely on fly. And it has bad special attack, but it relied on special attack to get something done. There's another Pidove. There's another interesting thing about this game, which is if you defeat a Pokemon that is on a higher level than your own, you get more experience and vice versa. So defeating low level Pokemon doesn't get you much with your high level Pokemon. But we can get some IVs, I guess. Didn't help too much. Ah, there it is. This is the patch we want to go, and this Pokemon is Audino. Audino is one of the worst normal types of all time, even its Mega sucks. It's the worst Mega of all time. And my first Audino I catch was a shiny Audino, which is pretty interesting, if I say so myself. But defeating Audinos is what really makes it great or good. Samurai has a crush on her. It's always bottom tier, but it has Regenerator, so it's a fine support Pokemon. But it gives a lot of experience. I would never recommend using Audino in an in-game run, because it has so such a bad offensive move pool. But it, even its Mega, it has just the bare minimum of a good special attack, so it can use a Calm Mind set. And the only healing move is Wish, which is also bad on it. Wish is a move you would rather use in competitive and to support your team by giving a boost with your high stats and high HP to nearly fully heal your other team members. Yeah, we want this guy to battle because he's not only a fighting type trainer, but he is a trainer in general. This should give us some good experience. Pidove, come out, level 13. We caught up to the wild ones in this area, which is great. Let's see how much this does. And it does almost as much damage as previously, and it has a good coverage move against our bird, and it's going to die. But no, it didn't, because the rock throw is one of the worst moves in the game. Yeah, we defeated the rock Pokemon. The other annoying thing about Pidove is Granite Evolves, level 21. This is worse than Pidgeot. Worse than PG. But it evolves in its final stage earlier. I guess that's a positive. We should be able to outspeed this one. Yes, we did. Let's run up it and hope we can get another Audino. Can we get another Audino? Can we get another Audino? Can we get another Audino? It's there. Oh, we made it without encountering a stupid weak Pokemon. Level 14, that's great. And let's go for Samurai again, because Samurai needs the experience too. Go for double step. Look at this damage, it's almost pitiful. Obviously we are on a higher level, but it doesn't really make much of a difference because Audino is so bad. You can use Audino if you want. You can beat the game with any Pokemon, to be honest. It has decent coverage moves. Look at the pixel. Yeah, there's some pixel left in the design. Got a crit, so that's impressive. That's cute. Okay. Yeah, Cutter, it's better than Gust, I guess. Let's run a little longer. Maybe we can get a... Oh, yeah, there it is. No! We just wasted the opportunity to get another, what is it called? Another Audino. Yeah, Mega Audino in NU where it has no Mega competition is really good because it is a fairy type, you are immune, you get minimal damage from knockoff. Most importantly, we are about to die from this Tim pool, so we better switch out. Fire Blast Surf, then Stab Ghastly Gleam. Like, it's really good for Satyr. You can use it offensive Calm Mind, you can use defensive Calm Mind, which is more preferred much more than offensive Calm Mind, because you can make sure that you don't die and get more boosts. But each chose their own, I guess. We can't defeat this one, so we better run away. So let's see. Let me think. Can we defeat Lenora with our team now? If we change the strategy a bit. So what I can do is sack Turdhead. Yes, sack Turdhead. And then switch into Samurai and then finish off the Harriet. Then I sacrifice my Pidove and get a free switch into my weaken the Retaliate. Yeah, something like that. Now what do we have? Incinerate won't do much. Should I go for this one? Doesn't matter, we're dead. We get some free not so free damage, but it's might as well be. Okay, also Samurott. Should I set up? Oh, no, I won't. There's no point in going for focused energy because we are going to switch out. Ooh, that was unnecessary defense drop. Let's go for water gun. Pipe potion doesn't matter much. Let's see how much this does. 6 defense drop may come in handy, but let's see. Yeah, we go Spirit like butter, and now we go to Watchdog or Watchog. Switch to Pidgeon, who is going to eat the Retaliate and die, and then we switch back to Samurai and one-on-one. Ooh, it's went for Hypnosis. I actually didn't expect that to happen. Goes for Leer too. Maybe I can get on. No, I can. Goes for Retaliate. Dead. Yeah, it wasted the turf. Let's go for Samurai and go for Razor Shell. Goes for Retaliate. Let's see how much this does. Nearly nothing. Meanwhile, that's what I call damage. Goes for another Retaliate. I expected him to switch. I mean here. So I went for another Razor Shell, but I guess not. Only gets a level up. Neat. And we get the basic badge and Retaliate. And I think I will immediately teach Retaliate to all my Pokemon that can learn it. Because the attack power of that move is really not to be underestimated. Dear! Seems like Team Plasma is stealing the bone of the Pokemon. And we are going to immediately teach Retaliate with it. There's this. Yeah, only one of our Pokemon can learn for some reason, but I take one more than all the others. So let's switch here and get out of here. These trainers are all busy. What are they doing? Plasma. No, she's mad. We don't need to go to the Poké Center because I guess. Okay, what's going on here? We get this other trainer who is Brooks, the gym leader of another town, and we got Bianca here and Sharon. Yeah, whatever. So they help us. Probably. So we get an item reader. Drops and machine. He is going to look for clues, and until we have what is it called? It's a bike. This will do for us. There seems to be an item. Oh, we stand as item. Okay, we got an item from home. Is there another item? Yeah, the super potion. There's Brooke, who is some bug type specialist. Oh, we wanted to heal. Let's do that quick. Oh, we can take on Team Plasma. Yeah. Says he's going that way, and we're supposed to go this way. And the dowsing machine has been turned off because we switched Pokemon. You have to battle these kids, which is annoying, but whatever, let's do that. Maybe we see some new Pokemon. Yeah, it's a metal. Grass bug type evolves into another Pokemon whose name I forgot, but is another bad Pokemon because we don't have enough of those. It has good stats again, but Bug and Grass has redundant coverage, so why? Pidove gets another level, that's what matters to it. We go for another. Retaliate won't do much, we don't want to waste the Retaliate PP yet. And there we go. Defeated kids. So, what do you want, Team Plasma? Ground? Want to lose? That's fine. So that Bug Grass type has bad coverage, so it can learn Sword Dance, I think. but see, you don't really need that. It has also really bad abilities. Rollerfill, if the sun shines you are faster, but you're also even weaker to fire types. It's already double weak to fire, it's double weak to grass. It's pretty much asking to be bullied. Sandile becomes Coconut. It's another great Pokemon. Has Intimidate, which is great. It has Moxie, which is great. The more Pokemon it beats, the stronger it gets. That's Moxie. That's the power of Moxie. Dark Ground has also really good coverage. I don't remember what else it learns. Stone Edge, right? Stone Edge, Crunch, Earthquake. We already pretty much covered a lot of things. And now think about Generation 6 onwards, where Knockoff is buffed. So in competitive it's already insane too. I don't remember the last move it can learn. I think it can learn the elemental things. No, it can't. It's a Croc. It should have some Fang-like abilities, but just these 3 moves are already covering most of what you need. It can learn Stealth Rock, I think, which is also neat. But in terms of in-game, it's really insane. Because the more you kill, the stronger it gets. If you get the Intimidate one. And you want the Intimidate one because it's the best one. Another Pidove, we don't want that. We're going to escape here. Doesn't let us. Must be a plus speed nature. I would like to look at the Pokemon. Is there anything? Okay, we need to get past this trainer to get to that. There's a Swaddle. Should I catch a Swaddle? I don't really want that. But did I use it? I'm curious about that. Maybe I could. But maybe it's not enough. We want Pokemon be certainly using our team. Oh, okay, we couldn't get past this kid, so let's see what does he have. Youngster Nicholas has Centipede, BPD. Let's see how much stab flying moves do against it. One shot, because you got a lucky crit. Now Timber, we can defeat Timber. It's even if Stab, we can defeat. We don't have what it takes to defeat this. I think just a generic potion should be sufficient for now. Let's see. Okay, it goes for Rock Throw. Okay, didn't change too much, but let's switch to Samurai. Goes for Low Kick. Let's see how much that does. Absolutely nothing. Let's go for Water Gun. That's a decent combination. Another one should kill it. Goes for Bite for some dumb reason. Yeah, that's it. Thus we defeated quite a few Pokemon. because I just did some weird thing. With this we healed our Pidgeon. What was that Pokemon? Oh, this is one we want. I hope it does have a not so bad nature. Because if it's adamant, we throw it away, we don't use it. Oh god, it used Leech Seed. Is this range enough to catch it? Come on. Okay, we got it. Because I'm not going to catch double of the same Pokemon. I will call it life. Because why not? If it's, let's check out the natures of our brave, slow, careful. Okay, we won't use it. Can't get here. What was that Pokemon? That's another one. Jeez. What does she have? Pensage. The grass monkey, but worse. The grass monkey is of worst in this matchup, and it will still kill, almost kill our plant type Pokemon. Grass type Pokemon. Let's get a potion and see if we can survive this wind up. It's a bad, god awful move. And we survive it. Let's go for another one. Why? Don't do that. At this range I better go for quick attack. And done. If it were a Pidgey, it would already have evolved. But because it's not a Pidgey, it doesn't evolve further. Right now. And we get a Chesterberry. And we get an antidote. There's nothing. And there's this annoying trainer. What does she have? Can we? Oh, it's a what? Can we roost? Can we roost before it kills us? If not, then it doesn't matter really. Yeah, we can't. We go for Samurai. Samurai will take care of this nonsense. Retaliate and one-shot it. Right? Yes. And with this we defeat Irene. And we get a Patrat back. That's nice of him. And we get a tiny Oshawott. And another team. Plasma Ground. What does he have? Now Patrat. Really? You... Why? What? Doesn't matter. Let's kill it. Another red. Patrat is dead. Let's go this way. What is this? A paralysis here. Another one is hiding here, like I expected. A Pokemon Ranger. What does he have? It's the Fire Monkey, who is pretty much asking to be killed. Because our starter is just so strong. Gets that speed IV, and I will see if we get another Pidgeon berry. We already got two. Can you give us something else? Can kinda explore here a little. Another Pidove. We already have Pidoves. It's not something we really want. What's that? A Swaddle. Should I catch it? Well, let's try. Water is not really effective, but goes for Swing Shot. Also, it kinda looks cute. If it has a decent nature, I will keep it. If not, I will kill it. I mean, I will release it. Or box it. Doesn't matter much. What do I call it then? Even ceiling Pokemon. Leaf. Oops. How do I delete this? There. Okay. Did it freeze up? Oh no. What happened? I can't for some reason. Why can't I use my keyboard now? Yes, there's nothing different. X is A. I can't use the touchscreen. Well, I guess that happened. Well, seems like a lot of progress is just going the drain. Sorry about that, everyone, but I guess this is it for the run. We'll see each other next time, unless I can fix this. See you all.